Check. Check one, check one, check one. Chugga, 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 chugga. Check one. What's up with you? Oh my goodness. Man, this is wonderful. My meters are looking good. They looking better. Everything looking real. You see the meters over there? But the meters looking real good. They looking real good. What's up with you, Miss Arch?
Go ahead.
You ready for that thing?
Drop the beat.
See? What's going on with you?
Hey. Welcome to Steele Moving. I am your host, Audrey Steele. This is my boy.
Truth telling Mo. What's going on with you?
All is well. I'm fighting a nasty cold, trying to get through it. You know, so if you guys see me sneezing or anything like that throughout the show, understand that I am trying my best to get through this thing right here.
Good. Try your best now.
Yes.
Try your best.
Yes.
Make it best. You work. Make it work. How you doing today? You doing all right?
I'm well.
Good. I hope you feel better. I really do hope you feel better. I'm immune to what you are experiencing. I haven't experienced that in about 8 years. So
right?
You're going to have to hold on to that. Yeah, you're going to have to hold on to it. Now, what's going on with you?
Excuse me. Ready to get this topic talked about today. We're talking about deadbeat parents today. I mean,
Wow.
How many of you know any deadbeat parents out there?
Deadbeat parents?
Deadbeat parents.
Well, just in case, just so you know, I need to get the definition of what a deadbeat parent is so that I can intelligently speak on the subject. Let me get what a deadbeat parent is. Go ahead and roll that for me right quick.
A deadbeat parent is anyone who does not take care of their responsibilities concerning their children. Whether it be, in my opinion, deadbeat doesn't necessarily mean lack of finances, not contributing financially, but it also means not contributing as a whole. Somebody's calling already.
They brought you on Facebook Live? You're live?
No,
on
I'm
Facebook
not live.
Live.
I'm trying to be live. I'm trying to be live, but something's going on with that. But we are live on the website. So for anyone that's out there listening, we're here for you guys. Thank you for tuning in today. It's going to be a great show. How many of you guys know a deadbeat parent? I think, like I was saying, I think a deadbeat parent could be someone who doesn't put in the quality time as well as contribute financially. So
right. No,
what do you think a deadbeat
Well,
parent is?
I got to tell you straight up and honestly with you, I think a deadbeat parent is someone who doesn't put the time in. Somewhat to what you said, who certainly doesn't put the time in, time-wise, nor financially, nor who's, giving back to what they need from a physical, mental, perspective and so forth.
Okay.
At no point in time.
At no point.
At no point in time. Now, there are times, in my experience, there are times where parents, whether it be male or the female in the relationship, that just can't get along with one another. And because they can't get along with one another, the child has to suffer for that. And I don't really understand why that would be. You understand what I'm saying?
Crazy.
I don't understand why that would be.
I don't understand it either. There are a lot of people out there. I got a lot of single sisters that had to raise their children by themselves.
They should.
I never quite understood why a man wouldn't help raise their own child, or a woman would not put herself aside for the sake of her kids?
Oh, there are a lot of reasons why the male would help. There's a lot of reasons for that.
There's a lot of reasons why he wouldn't.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of reasons why he would not help in the raising. Well, let me tell you this. For starters, if your relationship is terrible, you simply cannot get along. Every time you're speaking and you're talking and you're trying to communicate with one another, you simply can't do it because of all of the hoopla that you have to go through. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You're angry with one another because of how the relationship went, and everything becomes a nag. It's always a challenge. It's always an issue when you got to deal with your mate. And so because I'd rather not deal with you, period, if it means that I can have some peace, because when I call you to talk about the child, it's going south. So I got to mentally prepare to get this thing going. You see what I'm saying?
I do understand.
Yeah.
Listen, if there's any technical difficulties, if you're going to the website, we're going to get back to that deadbeat subject in a second. If you're on the website, you're watching from the website, check your internet connection and be sure that it's good. Because on our end, we're straight on this end. We're straight on this end. As far as the Facebook Live, we may not be as tight on that because that's Facebook. You know, it is what it is.
But it's coming though.
It is what it is. But now, Mo, going back to the deadbeat parent situation, are you a deadbeat parent?
No, not at all. I have a daughter who happens to be her third year in college right now. And my daughter knows how to call me directly. See, I don't have to deal with her mother. You see what I'm saying? So the fact that I don't have to deal with her mother, that makes it a tremendous dealing when I have to deal with my daughter. She knows how to call me directly. She says to me, hey, you know, I need blah, blah, blah. And I can say no at will. You see what I'm saying?
So what about the times when she was age appropriate?
Oh my goodness! When I had to pick up the phone and call her mom, it was a challenge. But a lot of it was on me. You know what I mean? A lot of it was on me. I could have done a much better job with cooperating, for lack of a better term. You know what happens is when you make a certain dollar figure, you know, the court systems, you know, because I'm in the system. You know what I mean? I'm on the system of child support. So what happens is they tell you exactly what it is that you're going to pay. And so like all black Americans back in the day, 10, 15 years ago, you know, I was living from check to check. So when they was telling me, hey, you know, you got to pay this amount of money right here, and I was like, no, I can't afford to pay that. And I actually could afford to pay it if I would have changed my lifestyle. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But most guys are not willing to change their lifestyle for the betterment of the child, even though they should, but they're not willing to do that. They're not willing to do that.
Right. I want to talk to some people out there that might be listening or watching. Let me know some of your experiences with this issue. You know, a lot of people are going through some things, and we're not only gonna, you know, rag on the dads or the moms as well, but we're gonna also talk about the irresponsibility of the parent that is receiving the child support or whatever. We're going to talk about how you mishandle the funds, how you misappropriate the money that's intended for the rearing of your kids.
But what do you mean misappropriate the money? What you mean?
Misappropriating the money. You instead of you taking the money and taking care of the child's needs, you going to get your nails done, you going to get your weave done, you going shopping, you going to buy lobster and you know all this. You living it up off the kids' money.
I'm so glad you said that.
Or dad's buying Jordans or whatever they go and do.
Yeah.
You know, that's not right.
Right.
The money is intended for the rearing of the kids.
No. See, this is where y'all wrong. This is where I went wrong. I used to think that same thing. And that's not correct. The money is for the mother or the father to deem what they see fit for the child. Now, if the child is not getting what they need, then that's a problem. But let me tell you, this is the thing that I had to struggle with, and I've outgrown it. I've gotten much better with it. I've matured up with it. Is that when you have to deal with a child, right, and you have to deal with the mom, you got to understand something. A child needs a vehicle. They need roof over their head. They need lights. They need water. They need gas. They need all the amenities in which you need as a parent, right? The child needs the same thing. So what happens is, as a man, you have to understand, okay, I'm going to give this money to assist and the child getting all of those things. Now, guess what? It's left up to the custodial parent to decide what that child gets or what she needs or whatever. If the mother decides to do whatever she wants to do with the money, she can do that as long as she is taking care of the child. Because listen, a lot of times, 90% of the time, children don't really need all that money. They really don't need it. They really don't need it. So it's really up to the parent. Do whatever it is that they see fit for the child. And you all decide. Whichever one is the custodial parent, hopefully y'all can communicate about the needs of the child. But for the most part, you have to do what's in the best interest of the child.
Exactly. Now, I understand that part. And if you want to call in, that number is 704-750-5597.
Word.
Again, that number is 704-750-5597. I'm trying to learn it by heart. It's a new number. I keep wanting to say the old number, so y'all bear with me on that one. But if you want to call in, that's the number. But you know what I was going to say is when the problem kicks in is when you are given, or the parent is sending money for the child to be taken care of, and then they look at the kid, and the kid got run over shoes, and they got holes in the knees of their clothes, and their hair not cut, and not done, or whatever, and the mom is looking all fabulous, or the dad is all G'd up. That's a problem, because the parent that's paying that child support begin to wonder, well, what you doing with my money? Where's the money going? I mean, and then every time there's a need for anything extra, you're calling. But then my kid is in lack, but I'm sending the child support, but yet now you still asking me for more money.
But are they really sending the child support, or are they just sending some of the child support?
Well, hey, that remains to be seen.
You know what I mean?
So those of you
it's
that
plenty
are
of examples. It's plenty of examples. But what I will tell you is this: 90% of the time, it's really the fellas that have to deal with this, because the mothers generally don't give up that child. You know what I mean? The mothers generally don't give up that child unless, she's on crack, and then hopefully the father loves them enough to go ahead and take them in and raise them. But generally, it's the men that have the issue with go ahead and take care of them. Because, once they hit, impregnate them, and all that kind of stuff, majority of them kind of roll out.
You think so?
Well, a lot of them roll out.
I saw it firsthand.
I mean,
with a lot of my sisters, they were single moms, and those daddies made those babies and got missing. Right. Or
they should have.
They made. Here we go. They helped make the child, and then they're not helping to raise a child. So it's not enough to just pay child support. You should also be helping to raise the child. Right. And being a positive influence in the child's life.
Right. Somebody is talking about it's all about communicating and how you work together as a team. Well, you wish it could be that way. You really do wish it could be that way, because once you done departed, you've already departed. So it ain't even about that anymore. Because if it was about that, then you probably wouldn't have been departed. You departed because you couldn't.
Well, you still got to have good communication. Even though you're not together as a couple, you can still communicate properly as parents.
What?
You should.
Wait a minute. I'm immature enough to deal with you on the level of me and you being able to communicate effectively. And now you want me to mature up when it comes to my daughter or son? Is that what you're saying?
Because one doesn't have anything to do with the other.
But a person has to be mature enough to understand that, right?
That's right.
A man or a woman has to be mature enough to understand that. But because they're not, is why they have to get in the system, and now they have to the system now has to tell them what to do with their child.
Well, let me ask you this question, Maurice, because this was your subject. You wanted to talk about it. Yeah. What was the gritting point about deadbeat parents for you?
Well, the deal for me is that I watch a lot of kids today that I actually assist now, and I'm probably getting in trouble for this because I do a lot of things with kids that are not mine, and I do a lot because children are very, very innocent. Okay, and I know their fathers and their mothers. I know both of them, and I do know they both work. But yet and still, just like you said, they got run over shoes. Right. Their hair not cut.
Right.
Clothes are torn up.
Right.
I mean, they're getting DSS called on them. Like, I don't even know why this child is still in the home. So, when I see that kind of thing, I kind of reach out. Like, I'm trying to reach out to somebody's child and say, hey, you know what? Is there anything that we can do? Blah, blah, blah. And they get offended. They get offended with me. Look, you don't try to tell me what to do with my child. That's not what I'm doing.
Right.
That's not what I'm doing. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm simply saying, based on how your child is looking,
Right.
you know what I mean? There might be a little issue. Now, you would think if somebody's reaching out, they might say, oh, he might care, blah, blah, blah. No, that ain't the way it is. That ain't the way it is.
Right.
At all.
Right.
So that was my determining thing. I know back then, 15 years ago, I know I used to be really, really bitter with the mother of my child. We had a one-night stand. So I used to be really bitter with her. We couldn't get along, blah, blah, blah. And, and it was terrible. It was terrible. So, that's just what it is. That's just what it is.
Wow. I just want to say to all the single parents out there that are struggling, you're out there struggling trying to raise your kids, you're doing it by yourself, been doing it for a while. More power to you. I love you guys. Let me just wipe my camera off right there. That's a little bit better. Much love to you guys, especially the parents that single moms and single dads that are out there working 2 and 3 jobs, trying to make sure you provide for your families, trying to make sure you do what's necessary for your kids. I mean, you got them in dance, you got them in music, they're playing tennis, they're playing basketball, football, you got them in activities, you got them in church or whatever. Trying to do extracurricular with the kids to make sure they're not in any trouble or whatever. And you're doing it all by yourself. And it's not easy. My heart used to break for my sisters. Like, dog, I was blessed to the point where I didn't have to deal with that. I had a husband. I had, help always in the household. I was always, raising my kids with their father. I had a family. But I was the only one. Me and my older brother, one of my older brothers, we were the only ones that kind of had that family type lifestyle. And
right.
It's unfortunate that so many parents are dealing with that. But I want to hear from you guys out there. Talk to us about what you think about the deadbeat situation. What do you think about being single parents? What do you think about the misappropriation of funds when it comes to raising your children and receiving child support or whatever, or paying child support or whatever, and you're not seeing it add up? It's like, well, what's going on here? Why my kid still got on the outfit that I bought him the last time? And
You got, now once again, you gotta be careful with that, because once again now, I'd rather put the money toward the lights. I'd rather put the money toward the lights.
I get that part.
Okay, now we gotta have lights. Now that's gonna be priority. And remember, if you love your child, okay, you're gonna do what's in the best interest of the child. You understand what I'm saying? So if the lights need to be paid or the mortgage needs to be paid, that's gonna be handled first. And then we're gonna get around to the additional things with the Jordans and whatever other things that you may want to purchase. But the household has to be taken care of first. The traveling has to be taken care of first. All of this additional stuff that people sweat, that really didn't know what the dealio is. That's what it is. What's going on, folks? How y'all doing? But that's what the deal is. So whenever it is that folks want to start complaining about the money that they're giving, all they have to do is mature up, sit back, let your mate care for your child. That's really all you got to do. But I don't even know why they even having this problem, because 90% of them ain't paying no money.
Oh, boom.
Okay, so they're not paying no money, so they don't even have that problem.
Is that
90% of them ain't even paying no money.
People are not paying child support. Is that the problem?
Man, the system is outrageous with folks that are not paying child support. People that owe money. People that, oh my goodness, you would be amazed.
But haven't they changed like laws and stuff like that? Like, You can't get your driver's license.
No. Well, some cities they do that in. I know in North Carolina, you
You
still
go to
can drive.
jail.
Yeah, you definitely going to jail if you don't pay nothing. Now you're gonna have to show you looking for a job. You can't just be not doing nothing because they're gonna give you that seek work form. That seek work form says, I want you to go out in 30 days and you're gonna look for a job and you better bring back 60 folks that you try to holler at. But folks get people to sign off on them things all the time. They can do it all the time.
Right.
Y'all know what it is. The fellas definitely know what I am. I don't imagine that too many fellas will be chatting about this today. I wouldn't imagine that.
I gave out the number. I think Trey was asking for the number again. That number is 704 750 5597.
Right.
The number is 704 750 5597. If you'd like to call and voice your opinion, we want to hear from everybody.
Absolutely.
We're talking about child support. I've seen many of my friends deal with it. Struggling, scraping, trying to raise their kids by themselves.
Right.
Only with a smidget of the amount of money that it takes to raise these kids.
Right.
It's more than just $100 and some a month.
But them single parents know that they should be single. They understand that, right?
We ain't talking about that.
But I mean, you gotta break the cycle though. You gotta break the cycle.
But you know what my sisters did?
What?
They didn't even make the men pay the child support. They were like,
well, you shouldn't
like
have to.
Cordelia's saying, it's degrading in a way to have to make somebody pay child support, to make somebody have to do what they should want to do.
Which one is worse, degrading or picking the guy to have your baby with? Which one is more degrading?
I think both they kind of balance
Wow.
right there, because you start to realize, well, dog, is this what I got with? Is this what I thought was love?
Yeah, we have a caller coming in.
We got a call coming in, guys. Hold tight. Caller, go ahead. You on the air with Audrey Steele and Steele Movin.
Steele Movin, good day to you.
Hey man, what's going on with you? How you be?
I'm great. This is Trigger.
Oh, what's going on, man?
That's Trey.
This is definitely one I can relate to. I'm dealing with child support as we speak for the last 18 years.
Good.
2 quarters.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. So what's your issue?
One of the things I actually have no problem paying child support. I have no problem, helping my daughters and the mothers take care of my daughters, get them expensive. Even in the court system, you know that once you pay child support, you don't have to do all these other things. They just want the money. I had no problem when they took me down. Well, I did have a problem when they initially took me down because I thought we could have talked this out and worked this out. And my situation became where it was more bitterness because it didn't work out. So now I'm going to take you to child support.
Right.
And now I'm going to make your life a living hell as much as I can.
Right.
That's just how it started initially. But as we grew and time went by, it was more, I don't have a problem paying child support. I'm still going to be a part of my daughter's life. They know who their father are. They're not going to be neglected. But the only concern I have is, every now and then, again, there comes a time when you have to go back and see if they have to increase.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't get fair that people trying to want to just give more money because they just want more money.
Right.
But other than that, I don't have a problem with child support. I have no problem with that. If I knew I could have charged, went down and got child support on them before they did me, I would have done that. I could do that.
Right. Oh yeah, you definitely could have done it. Now the same rules apply for the males and the females. So yeah, you definitely can do that. But she was supposed to take out child support on me. I knew I was doing wrong. I knew I was. I knew I was doing wrong.
And one other thing, I think you guys are doing a really great job. One of the things I would say to some of these young people that's out here that's laying down with these people, that it takes 2 people to take it. Number 1.
Absolutely.
Number 2, I wouldn't lay down with anybody that you don't see yourself want to raise a child with or any responsibilities with them. I noticed you stated, bro, that you had a one-night stand. I think we all have done that in our lifetime. But I would say to the young people that's out here that's laying down, moving on to the next one type mentality, is that really, really take your time to not rush that. That is a really that situation bring a child in the world it's serious.
Oh yeah,
and
definitely.
Make you grow up. A lot of people don't want to grow up. A lot of people don't want to take on the responsibility. And I think if you can't come together and That's the way you have to go. If that man or that woman don't want to take care of their responsibility, then you got to do what you got to do. That's all I have to say.
Absolutely. Thanks so much for the call, Craig, man. Good to talk to you. Take care now.
Absolutely.
All right. Yeah, he's absolutely right. I mean, you know, and that's fantastic. So he know what it is. He know what it takes to get out here to communicate, and he made some valid points. You got to be able to communicate with the young lady, and if you're unable to communicate with the young lady, then yeah, they supposed to go get all you can get.
But I want to say, I want to comment on the fact that he talked about the increase, because we all know the cost of living goes up. You know, I was in court with one of my family members one day couple weeks ago, and I saw a couple of people coming up for child support and stuff. And one lady had not asked for an increase in 10 years.
Right. She didn't need it.
We know that the cost of living has gone up in 10 years.
Yeah, but your salary.
She has needed. His salary didn't change.
Salary may not.
His salary didn't change, but cost of living has.
Well, I got to tell you this. There's a formula that they use.
But what I'm saying, they use that formula.
That's right.
And when the judge went to that formula, it went up. He had to pay almost double. He had to pay. He had to pay basically the same amount he was paying for 2. He had to pay that for 1. She had never gotten an increase in 10 years.
Nah, I don't really understand. He must have had a terrible lawyer.
This dude made
terrible lawyer.
Made ridiculous money.
Yeah, we had a terrible lawyer. You know, there's a formula that the court system uses regardless. I don't care how you do it.
Well, they use that formula.
That formula, I know right here in North Carolina, downtown, right there, Trade Street, they got a formula that they use, and they stick right to that formula. They don't care what you got to say. They don't care how your living is. They don't care what you got going on. There's a formula. When they finish adding, and they add them numbers up. That's right. That's what they go on. They don't care about what you got. They don't care about your mama and them. They don't care about your daddy and them. They don't care about none of that. Here's the formula right here. You don't like the formula? Change your lifestyle. Change your lifestyle.
Just want to let you guys know, excuse me, I'm dealing with a little cold. So if you see me with my little tissues or coughing or sneezing or whatever, sorry.
Thank you.
I do apologize.
Appreciate it.
I'm heavily medicated, but I'm here.
Yes, you are.
I'm here with my boy Maurice.
Oh man, Truth Telling Mo.
Truth Telling Mo.
Got to get you programming on that name.
Truth Telling Mo.
No doubt.
We're making it happen. We're doing it. We're talking about deadbeat parents today. We're also talking about the misappropriating of funds.
They ain't misappropriated.
Some of them are.
Nah.
When these women are taking the money and doing what they want to do with it,
custodial's right,
and the children are lacking. The children are walking around raggedy, and the mama looking like she fell out of a magazine.
Then that's when you go down to the court building and say, "Hey, look, let me now be the custodial parent, okay?" Because remember, once you give that money, it is up to the parent to make the decision on what your child receives, gets, and all that. If you don't like it, go down there and get custody yourself. That's the bottom line. That's the bottom line.
But do you agree with that?
No, I do agree with it, because here's the deal. Remember now, I've already made a mistake and laid down with a woman that I'm not going to be with, right? I already made a mistake. So I definitely don't want to continue to make the same mistake trying now to reason with this woman over the child. That's what the courts are for. You now involve the court to go ahead and handle the things that you and your mate or your baby mama, baby daddy couldn't solve, right?
Right.
So that is what you did. So now you all have to deal with the consequences behind that. The thing is, if my baby mama hadn't done what she needed to do for my daughter, and I saw it, then I would have been down at the court and saying, "Hey, sir, listen, I'm paying this, blah, blah, blah. Look at my daughter. This is what she's looking like, blah, blah, blah. I need to file for full custody."
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's how you got to handle that. You don't bring those issues up with your baby mama or your baby daddy. You don't do that, because it's not going to go well. You ain't telling me what to do with my money. You ain't telling me what to do with my money.
How many of you have had to deal with that?
Absolutely.
I mean, that's it's really disheartening.
Oh, you ain't telling me what to do with my money.
It's
and
really
you
sad to see it. It's
you
really sad to see it. I've seen it over and over and over again, where a lot of these, I hate to say it.
Say what it is.
I don't even know how to say it the right way.
What you say it the way it is? Praise the Lord.
These moms or parents.
What?
I'm not going to
keep it real.
I'm not going to call them out their names.
No,
but
you have to keep it real. They deadbeats is what it is.
Okay.
Okay. They're deadbeats. If they're not paying, they're deadbeats.
It's not about the ones that's not paying. It's about I have the most issue with the parents that don't take proper care of their kids. Right. I have a problem with that.
When you say proper care, what
care.
does that mean? They got roof.
Kids.
They got roof over their head.
Yeah.
They got food.
A lot of it because of the government.
Come on now. They got food. Right. They're eating good. They got EBT, eating big time, right? They got water. They got gas. They have all the amenities that they need as a child.
Thank you, Donnella. Donnella said some of them don't put the needs of the child first. And that's what I'm talking
You don't
about.
have to. You don't have to.
They should.
No, you don't have to.
They should.
The needs of the child is what the parent decides the needs are. That's why they're the parent.
Wow.
That's why they are the
I
parent.
know y'all don't agree with what he's talking
What are
about.
you talking about? It's the needs of the child. The child got to have a roof over their head, Miss Audrey.
I understand that.
They got to have food.
I understand
They got to
that
have
as well.
water.
I
They got to
understand
have
that as
gas.
well. Yeah.
They have to have heat. Those are the needs of the child.
They need
The
clothes,
Lord promised you
shoes.
bread and water. That's all you were promised.
That ain't what it said.
Bread and water.
Bread and raiment.
Who?
Clothes and food.
Huh. Lord. Okay. They got clothes on their back. You just don't like the clothes they wearing.
Raggedy and the mama fly.
Didn't take
Mama
full
walk
custody.
around with
Now watch this right here.
The best bundles and the nails and the
Yeah.
lashes and the designer labels and all this, but yet the child is suffering.
The child ain't suffering.
Suffering walking around raggedy.
No, they not
little
suffering.
Joe Knuckle coats on, little high water pants with holes in the knees, and
Yeah.
run over shoes.
Don't complain about it if you
snotty
ain't going down there to
nose.
get custody.
Well, you know,
You ain't going to get custody? Don't
Fortunately, I never had to deal with that, but it breaks my heart when I see it.
Yeah, it
You know,
does.
something ought to be done. I think the parents that are paying this child support should do something about
They
it.
certainly should.
Do something
However,
about fight for your kids. Put your child before you put yourself.
You talk to
and a
me.
lot of these men, you got babies with this so-called mom, but then you over here happily married and got another family over here, but then your child that's outside of the house is suffering. And then you living all good. Why not fight for your kid? Why not try to get your child? And
you know what
then-
kind of responsibility it is to fight for your child?
And then the next biggest problem I got
What?
is
What? Fight for your child?
you made me lose my thought. Get out of here.
Did you say fight for your child?
Yeah, fight
You know
for
what kind of responsibility it is to fight for your child? You know what kind of responsibility that is? How much money it takes to do that? Most people are not willing to put in the time, the energy, the kind of money that it takes in order to do that. You got to go down to that court building. You got to keep going down there.
Yeah.
Hopefully you'll get yourself a very good family attorney where they can handle all of those things for you, providing you got
gotta
enough
be
money to do.
financially able to do.
But it takes a lot. It takes a lot of energy, especially for a parent who's working full time. It takes a lot of energy. I feel what you guys are going through out there. I've been through it. Ooh, Lord,
I thank God for my daddy.
Oh,
I
yes.
thank God for my daddy.
Well-
my daddy raised his kids.
Well, I never met my father.
My mom and my dad.
You know that?
they
I never
raised
met my
us.
father. Don't know who he is. We can walk through the door today and I will not know who he is.
My daddy wasn't having it.
Mm.
He was like, my kids ain't gonna be not taken care of.
Mm, mm, mm.
So, you know, but it breaks my heart when I see it in other people. You know, you know, this is a subject that's never ending.
Zach say, ain't no black people got their children looking that bad.
Ain't nobody got their children looking that bad, especially black folks. I've seen it, Mo. I have seen it.
Hey, well, listen, it's there.
I've been in the mall. I've been, you know, in fast food restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the moms will be out there all cute and fly, and then the little kids is tagging on behind with snotty noses and nappy heads.
Mm-hmm.
You know, run over shoes and beat up stuff, dirty coats, and I can't.
Yes, it's rare to see.
I can't.
It's rare to see, but it's available.
Yeah. It happens. It's happening.
Oh, I agree.
And then, you know, I've seen cases where the parents are putting the children in harm's way, using drugs and, you know, drinking and driving, not making sure the kids are in seat belts, and it's just reckless living. You know, I've seen a lot of inappropriate behavior as far as raising kids. So, but one of the things that I wanted to say concerning deadbeat, you can also be a deadbeat not based on financial support. You can also be a deadbeat based on the fact that you're not putting the time in with your kids.
What?
And I know a lot of women would say, okay, forget about the money. If you can't keep a job or whatever, at least spend time with your kids.
What?
Honor your word. Parents been done made these plans. Daddy coming to get you this weekend. Daddy don't show up.
Yeah.
Mommy coming to get you.
I got better things to
Mommy
do.
don't show up.
No, I got better things to the list. The game coming on.
That's just stupid.
The game coming on. Yeah, I had to see you later on. Game coming on. Look in. You got everything you need. Y'all going to the movies? You need some money? You going to the movies, right? Y'all need some money? That's all you need. What you hanging out with me for? We don't do nothing. We won't do nothing alike. You 12 and I'm 80. We don't do nothing alike. We don't do nothing alike. So what you saying? Put the
It's
time
crazy.
in. Okay, I think you talking about what you put the time in, like on a raising, trying to raise them to be a man if they're a man, trying to raise them to be a good man. Oh yeah, all that comes with time. All that comes with time.
I thought you was gonna be on my side on this conversation.
I am on your side. I gotta be real.
Because
I
I'm
mean-
feeling the overwhelming desire to hit Mo right now. What y'all think? I just feel like a good old slap right across the forehead because he ain't talking right now. But y'all know what I'm saying? The parents that you help make the kid, first of all, you ain't helping financially. Okay, we can deal with that. But for you not to put the time in with the child, I mean, that's just crazy. And Miss Janet say, don't lay with Mo. Don't lay with Mo and get no kid because you gonna be short.
I gotta tell you,
Miss Janet.
I've had Miss Janice. I'm 47 years old, and I've only had one child. That's the only woman ever accused me of having a child. And better believe, I went and got the test done 3-4 times, but to make sure that baby was mine. So that was kind of a silly move on my part, but she's third year in college now at Howard University in DC, so she's doing her thing. So those are the kind of things that we have to deal with. But yeah, you're right. You probably don't want to lay with me these days. No, you don't want to lay with me these days. No way. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if you lay with me and you get pregnant, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to deny the baby. I'm telling you now. I'm going to deny it, and you ain't going to be able to find me. Change the number. I'm trying, Miss Audrey, I'm going to have to lead a radio show. You ain't going to find me. Tell you right now. So when you can't serve them papers, you already know. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Y'all know better than that. I told y'all. Cassandra says mental support is also needed from the absent parent. Cassandra. That's exactly right.
What's
mental support.
Mental. Okay.
Mental support.
Okay.
Those kids, do you know the issues that a lot of children have and that grow into adults that they have based on the fact that my daddy wasn't ever there for me.
Mm-hmm.
My mama wasn't ever there for me.
A lot of excuses. Go ahead.
It's not excuses.
A lot
it's
of
real.
excuses.
It's real.
You have these parents. You got these things called genes. Come on, we got these things called genes, right?
No, wait a minute. Cause see, I'm talking from experience now.
Okay.
Cause when it comes to raising children, you have questions as to why my mama, why my daddy couldn't lay their own self aside to raise me. Did they not? Was I not wanted? Was I not desired?
Kids ask those questions.
Kids ask those questions.
Wow. Okay.
You may not have.
That's amazing. I never asked what my dad was. I never asked.
Did you know your dad?
I never met him. Till
Never
this
met
day,
your
I'm 47
father.
years old right now, and I've never met my father ever.
Well, he's a blessed man not to have met you.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, look. He
Bravo, Dad.
Hey, he should have had a comment.
Smart man.
He should have had a comment.
Look at what you would have to deal with.
Hey, look, he'd probably be asking me for a couple of dollars right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
He'd probably be asking you for a couple of dollars.
Yeah.
You don't even know who he is? Do you
Don't
even
know
who
who
your
he
dad
is.
is?
Don't know his name. Don't know
Were
nothing
you a one
about
night
him.
stand, baby?
I might have met, not even, I don't even think it made the night. It might have been a 2-hour baby. I might have been a 2-hour baby. Might not even made the night. But my mom has always asked me if I wanted to meet him. She knew who he was and so forth. But I never had an interest.
Wow.
Because my thing was, if when she asked me if I wanted to know about it, shoot, I have developed. I was already set in my own ways. Okay? There was nothing that he could have done for me at this juncture. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I didn't really have an issue. And secondly, any man that took the opportunity to leave my mom and leave her stranded with me, blah, 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 they didn't want to meet me no way. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
They didn't want to meet me. I had no interest.
That's right.
I had no interest at all.
Cassandra says something's wrong with you. But Erica says...
You know what it is, Sandra? I didn't have a father figure growing up. And that's what's wrong with me. I'm going to go ahead and just air this out here right now. I'm really sad. Because
Stop playing.
I didn't have a father figure. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know my dad. And all I had was my mom. Can I have some tissue?
Please.
This is hard.
Stop it. Erica says these are not excuses. All of those things affect children in different ways, especially with girls. And I totally agree with you, Erica. It does affect you. A lot of times you could even have your dad with you or have your mom with you and they be distant. You might live in the same house and they never talk to you. They never tell you you're beautiful. They never tell you you're valuable. They never tell you that...
They're not.
Why they not?
All kids ain't beautiful.
Oh, Oh, Lord.
All kids ain't beautiful now.
So, somebody's calling.
All kids ain't beautiful.
We're gonna take this caller.
Your
Go
Uncle
ahead.
Audrey, what can I do for you?
It's Miss V, probably.
What it is, what it is.
Uh-oh. Who you calling?
I don't know who it is. Call back. I know who that is. Uh-oh. Here we go. I know how to work the
You're
phone
on the
now.
air
I know
with
how to work the
Audrey.
phone
Go
now.
ahead.
Now y'all know that's me.
Yeah, we know this. Erica say most stupid.
What's going on, Miss V?
Maurice?
Yes, ma'am.
Maurice, behave tonight.
Yes, ma'am.
You have daddy issues, Maurice. You
I
have
do.
daddy issues.
That's why my name Daddy.
I understand now.
Yeah.
Now you understand why he is the way he is. He wasn't raised by his
I
father.
do.
What?
I do, but I love him all the same. And again, he is telling the truth.
Thank you so much, Miss V. Thank you.
Stop it.
Stop it, no.
It's hard. It's so
Who
hard.
that woman? Who that man is? Awful.
Yeah, oh, it's hard. Oh. Whew, Miss V, I thank you so much for the call, Miss V. Thank you.
Bye.
Lord have mercy.
Miss V, get it in.
Miss
though.
Janice says, my daddy left us when I was in the 3rd grade.
Mm-hmm.
When I saw him again, it was at his funeral. Oh, wow. He never seen any of us, any of his grandkids. So dads, be with your kids.
And you know what's interesting is that a lot of people know they have grandkids and they still won't reach out. They don't care. A lot of people don't care.
You know, they're selfish.
It is, but they don't care.
It's selfish. I mean, I have family members that have never seen their grandchildren. I have family members that have not watched their children grow up. You know, and it's really, really sad. It's really, really sad. It's a bad thing. It's saying that I have a weak connection.
That's all right.
But
What's gonna get stronger?
clearly, I'm about to sneeze.
Whew.
Clearly, not having a parent.
I mean, you know.
Clearly, not having a parent has affected Mo.
Well, let me tell you this. It has affected me in a way that that I've grown. Okay, so I got to tell you, I've never smoked, I've never drank, I've never done weed. Oh, actually, I take that back. I did take one drink when I was in communion at church. You know, when they used to serve wine. That's the only time I did take a drink. So I will tell you the things that I've gone through in my life without a dad. My mom did an outstanding job, you know, with raising me. You know what I mean? So I graduated with D minuses. I was very proud of that because I was ready to get up out of there. Never went to college, but you know, my income doesn't support. You know what I mean? So my income is good. So you know, I've been able to overcome a whole lot of things. So I'm very proud of that. Hey, what's up, moms? What's good with you? I'm gonna holler at you when I get over there in a minute and get that food. But yeah, that's what it is. I gotta give a shout out to mom. She did.
That's right. Your mom is an awesome woman.
Yeah, she did it. She did her thing.
I'm trying to get her over here to play.
She gonna
the
cuss
keys.
me out though about this.
I'm trying to get her to play the keys for me on that song.
She gonna cuss me out. I'm telling you now. 'Cause she listens to
I'm
the show.
glad. I'm glad, Mom. You need to
Nah.
straighten him out. The
Nah.
single moms need a few drinks. That's what Cassandra said. The
Single mama need a few drinks. Hey, I tell y'all what. Meet me down tonight at 3:00 this morning. I'll pay for them. I'll pay for all drinks.
Why you keep saying that?
If y'all meet me at 3 tonight, I'll pay for all drinks. What's up?
You know it's not open
I love the
at
single
3.
mamas. Matter of fact, they still single.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
I'm single too. What's up?
Meet him at his house.
Hey,
at
who's
3.
that? Who's that
How
telling me
about
she's
that?
single? What is single mamas at? What's her name?
Cassandra.
Hey, Cassandra, what's up? What's up, Miss Cassandra? What's good with you?
Ain't nobody studying you. But your opinions on single parents. He ain't got no sympathy for nobody. Don't nobody want to hear that.
No, you don't need no sympathy. I ain't giving you no sympathy. I'm definitely not gonna do that.
Shout out to all the dads that's holding it down for your kids.
What?
Shout out to all the moms that's doing your thing, working double time for your kids. Shout out to all the mentors that take the place of missing fathers.
No. First of all,
Didn't you just say that?
listen.
Didn't you just
First
say
of all,
you
I
would
don't
step
want
up?
male male to clap their hands or raise their hands or nothing. You ain't getting no props from me for doing what you supposed to do. You heard me? You ain't getting no props from that from me. I don't even talk to y'all no more. Giving some props from doing what they supposed to do, that ain't happening.
Yeah, because a lot of people, they're supposed to do it, but a lot of people don't.
Uh-uh.
In this day and time, a lot of people walk away, especially when the relationships don't work out with the moms, the one night stands or the short lived relationships or whatever.
That's right.
That's to be admired, you know, because he could be selfish.
That's
He
not
could
admired.
Just say,
You're
he could
supposed
just
to
say,
do
You're
that.
supposed to do it, but I appreciate it. I
Mhm.
still appreciate it because so many go without.
Right. Now, the children need to appreciate their mom and dad. The children definitely need to
Because I'm just
appreciate
saying, Mo about to get cut.
it. Hey, don't call me till we hang, baby. Wait till we hang first, then holler at me. You feel me? You feel me? But,
Yeah.
but that's what it is.
But you know, I've seen it so much. And then what's the kicker and the heartbreak for a lot of these single moms is when the teenage daughters or sons grow up to be a certain age and they get real smart at the mouth and they get full of themselves and you know, I gonna stay with my daddy.
That's right.
I gonna live with my mama.
That's
and
right.
then they don't even realize that deadbeat parent ain't never did nothing anyway.
Right.
And then they go over there and live with them, and then they realize, oh, I had it better at mom.
Exactly. Well, you know, that's a whole nother topic because, you know, the children are going to do what they think is best for them. You see what I'm saying? A lot of kids don't really understand these decisions that these parents are making for them is for your best interest. So you just need to chill out, do what I tell you to do, or find your own place.
They ain't gonna find their own place.
Find your own place.
How they gonna find their own place?
Hey, look here. That's what they tell me. And my mama been tell me in a
And
minute.
then we
Boy,
can't
if
put
you
our
don't like
kids-
these
you can't
rules,
put
get
your
out.
kids out. You
Who?
can't put your kids
What
out.
you mean?
A
Give them
certain
somebody
age-
else.
A certain age, you can't put your kids
Give them
out.
to somebody else.
They're not old enough to be on their own.
Give them to somebody. Give them to somebody else. You can give them to somebody else. These bad kids today, boy, these jokers off the chain. Look at him.
But let
Tell
me
you
ask
something.
you.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No,
but
please, go
let me
ahead.
ask you
Mhm.
about your mentoring. So, when you mentor these kids,
Mm-hmm. Your hand in the way. You know what I'm saying?
when you're mentoring these kids,
Yes.
why is it that you stepped up to the plate to kind of help?
Let me tell you why.
these
Very
kids?
simple.
Since you have such harsh
Mhm.
opinions about the deadbeats or
Right.
the absent parent
Mhm.
or whatever, tell me why is it that you made the decision to step up and help
Mhm.
some of these kids?
Excellent question. Man, that's an excellent. Let me tell you what the deal is and why I did that. Number one, these children want to try to do something. They want to be somebody. And what happens is, you know, they don't happen to have the parents who can provide for them all the things that they need. For instance, you know, I know children that want to play the piano right now, okay? That's not a bad thing, okay? The lessons, you know, $45, maybe $45, $50. You know what I mean? If I can help a kid that's truly interested in learning, now, once again, let me say it again for you, truly interested in doing it. I ain't just talking about just want to go dabble, because that's money involved. But if you're truly interested in that, and I can do it, you know, I'm going to probably reach out because I would have wanted somebody to do the same for me. That's really why I do it. And I got about, matter of fact, I can right now there are 4 people that I kind of look to do things for because they, you know, they kind of got a hard right now. Their parents don't make a whole lot of money.
So they have the both parents in the house?
Both parents are in the house.
Oh wow! So it's not like a deadbeat situation.
No, I wouldn't say it's deadbeat, but I will tell you this. They mom and dad is straight when they leave that house. They
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? See what I'm see? He tried to make it seem like
But I mean, you know, come on
like
now.
I was making it up,
The
like
mom-
it didn't make no sense
The
or
mom
whatever.
and dad, look, they're gonna be tight now.
Right,
gonna
and that's
be tight.
not right. That's
They're gonna
not
be
fair
tight.
to the kids. Kids don't ask to come here.
That's why child support people, family court services, all of those people have to get involved because if you love your child, you need to go down there, fight for them. Go down there and fight for them, okay? And once you do that, you know, people will know you mean business. But generally, men ain't trying to be the custodial parent. They ain't trying to hear all that.
Some of them are.
No, they ain't trying to hear. I know some of them do, but the percentage of them is real low. Men ain't got time for all that, man. We got too many women to see. We ain't got time for all that.
You know what? There's one person. There's a celebrity that I admire so much.
Who's that?
Cat Williams. What Cat Williams did was he had a.
You talking about, is this a Cat Williams that had a fight with a 13-year-old?
We ain't talking about that. Just listen
Oh, I'm
to
sorry.
the point.
I just want to know if that's the same
that's the
Cat
same
Williams that
Cat
had a
Williams.
fight with a 13. Is that the same
he
guy?
Didn't have the kid
And the cub beat his tail.
He didn't have a fight. The kid jumped him.
Okay,
He
but it's the
didn't fight
same guy,
kid.
though, right?
He
Okay,
didn't
go ahead
fight
and
the
tell me
kid.
what you about to
Let's
tell me
get the
about
story
Cat
straight.
Williams.
He
Go
never
ahead.
hit the kid.
Go ahead. What?
He never hit the kid.
I'll just delete that video then. Go ahead.
The kid beat up him.
Go ahead. I'll delete the video. Go
But
ahead.
anyway, what Cat Williams did was he had a baby by a lady who had several other children that she couldn't take care of. So what Cat did, I don't know if I think she was on drugs or something like that. But what Cat Williams did was not only did he his child and raised his child by her, he raised her other children and gave them a good home environment as well. He adopted her other children and took care of them because she wasn't in a good position to raise her kids.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, and I applaud that. That's really good. That is awesome. How many people are gonna raise somebody else's kids?
I did it. I raised 2 kids. That wasn't mine.
I'm not talking about that.
What?
I'm
People do
talking
that all the
about.
time.
I'm talking about a guy who has a baby by a woman, but she got babies by other men. He take those kids out of the home and raise them too. I've never heard of anybody doing it.
You gotta be kidding me.
Has anybody heard?
Absolutely. Y'all go ahead and flood this thing up because y'all,
Ain't nobody
plenty
heard
of people
nobody
done
do
that.
that.
Plenty of people
What,
that
name
done that.
some.
What do you mean?
You
I
ain't
don't know.
done it.
I
You
don't
ain't
know.
done it.
Well, that's because
Did your baby mama have more kids?
no.
Did you even raise your own child?
Yes.
She raised it.
No.
You-
I raised my child.
you-
Yeah.
You raised it. You was a single dad.
No, not a single dad, but I mean, I had.
Joint.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we joint now. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, we had to do.
But you know what I'm saying? That's to be admired. I mean, that's admirable.
That ain't admirable.
Yes, it is.
I'm sorry. I don't applaud men for taking care of their kids. I don't applaud that. That's
Thank
what
you,
you're
Miss-
supposed to do.
Miss Janice.
What Miss Janet
I'm
talking
not
about?
applauding him for taking care of his
What?
child, but I'm applauding him for taking care of other men's kids. They could have been taking care of their own kids, but they weren't.
Ain't got time
So
for
he adopted them
The game
and
on.
raised them himself
The game
as
on.
his own.
We got time for all
He
that.
didn't want to split the kids up. That's an awesome thing. I think that's great. Not many men would do that.
That's
You wouldn't do it.
I would do it.
You wouldn't.
Come on now, any man. First of all, any man that gets with a woman that's a package deal. That's still
They
the
were
same
broken
thing.
up.
But I'm just saying, it's a package deal.
They were broken up.
It's still a package
He
deal.
only was responsible for his own child.
Right, but it's a package
He did
deal.
not have to adopt her other kids.
Listen,
by other men.
he wanted to continue to hit that booty. He had to step
That's
up.
not the case. How did you know he was hitting anything?
What? Wait a
That's
minute.
where your
didn't you
mind-
just wait, first of
your
all,
mind
you already
stayed in
said
the
he had a
gutter
baby
all the
by
time.
it. Didn't you say
He had a baby by her.
Okay then, so
But
he
she
was
got
banging.
more kids after that.
Okay, he was banging.
Oh my
Tearing
God.
that thing up.
Previously.
Supposed to be hitting it.
This
What we're
dude.
supposed to do.
Some people don't know how to focus. Focus on positivity. It ain't
positivity?
always in the gutter.
Oh, positive? Okay. Yes, Cat Williams, that was a great thing he did do because he didn't want those kids to be apart from each other. Isn't that a great thing?
Yes. Thank you. Jeez. It's like pulling teeth getting this guy to say anything positive.
That's
these
just
days.
ridiculous.
But
Okay.
anyway, it's been a really good conversation. I don't know how many single moms out there.
Mm-hmm.
How many single dads that are dealing with some of these issues. Because it's not just deadbeat dads. That's why I titled it Deadbeat Parents, because it's not only men that don't take care of their kids, it's women as well.
You know what's interesting? I've never met a mom that doesn't take care of her children. Me personally, I just never met one.
Right.
I've never met a mother who does. I always see single
I know
moms
some.
that's out there holding it down, putting it down. Matter of fact,
I know several.
I want to give a shout out to these ladies who are doing it. That's right.
Well, why is it that you can shout out to the ladies, but you don't want to shout out to a man?
Let me tell you why. Because by default, the ladies get custody of their children by default. The ladies got to put up with it by default. Okay,
Whatever.
ladies,
Y'all
y'all do what you
the
do.
men deserve applause as well as the
No,
women.
no, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't. I'm sorry.
That the women are supposed to take care of their kids too.
I mean, they are, but they do.
It takes two to make
The
kids.
kids, listen, moms
If it
take
takes two
care of
to
their
make,
children
if
now.
it takes two to make kids, it takes two to raise.
Come on
kids.
now, Miss Audrey. You know these mothers take care of their kids. They sure do.
Not all of them.
Well, I mean,
I got
you
family
might-
members.
You might,
I know.
You got
firsthand.
about 100 people. You might have 2 of them that don't take care of their kids.
That's not true.
You know what I mean? And which is why it's very difficult for the court system to award fathers to,
It is difficult.
Oh yeah, that's very difficult,
It is difficult.
Some men got
Some
their
men
kids
got
to know.
their kids. That's right.
Well, yeah, they do. But I mean, you got to go get them. If you care and love them. Let me give you an example. If
Why
my
are you so
mama,
hard on the brothers?
I'm telling
Don't
hard
give me
on
no
them.
examples.
Because
Explain.
they know they wrong, they dead wrong about it, and they don't do anything about it. They know they wrong. They wrong about it. Listen, when I used to go to the strip club, right? I used to go pick up this dude right now. I used to go pick him up. Okay? He knew he ain't had no money to go to the strip club because he had to take care, right? Take care of the kid, right? But he would go, he would get wrapped up in them ladies, and all of a sudden, Now he didn't have no money for the kid to go to the little play thing that they was going to go to the next day. Okay, I don't have no sympathy for stuff like that.
Of course not.
And you
I
went to
don't
the strip
either.
club the previous night.
I don't either.
And we had a good time too, where I had. Woo, we had a good time.
Birds of a feather flock together.
We had a good time.
Birds of a feather flock together.
But when my daughter called me on that phone and say, Daddy, I need this, blah, 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 it better be a need she needed. And she got it. Because them wants, woo,
How
Lord,
you gonna hang out with a dude that don't take care of his kids? What does that say about you?
What do you mean? I ain't got nothing to do with that.
If you're hanging out with people
I don't
that
have
don't
nothing to
take
do with
care of
that.
their kids,
I don't have anything to do with that. That's
does
like
that say
saying
about you?
that's like saying how you gonna hang out with somebody who voting for Trump.
you voting for Trump.
No, I ain't saying that. I'm just saying how you
Are
gonna
you
say
voting
that.
for Trump?
I ain't saying that. I ain't telling you who I'm voting for. All I'm saying is that's just like saying how you gonna vote for somebody who hang out with Trump. I ain't got nothing to do with other people hanging out with their kids. All I can do is try to encourage them, get in their lives some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Save their life some kind of way. Whether it be on a financial end, whether it be on a physical or mental end. You know, save their lives.
Right.
You know, save their life.
Right. Well, you know, Mo and I have been arguing back and forth. I think we basically are saying the same things. But
Praise
he's
the Lord.
leaning more towards the women. I'm on everybody's side.
No.
I'm for everybody. I believe that, you know, there are deadbeat mothers as well as there are deadbeat fathers.
Very
I
few.
believe that the ones that are doing their thing, you out there working 2 and 3 jobs, bravo.
Who working 2 or 3 jobs?
There's someone, my sister used to work 3 jobs
She needed to.
and had a side hustle.
She had to do something.
She was a single mom
She needed to do something.
of 3 girls.
Good. I'm proud
And
of her.
so, you know, that
She's
was,
single now?
no, she married now. Yeah. But,
Ain't working 3 jobs. God.
yeah, it's
She
hard
still
out
work 3
there.
jobs?
She was working 2. I think she's down to 1 now.
Okay, good.
Since she's
good,
married. But,
good.
you know.
I knew where I was going.
Well,
But yeah, that's great.
Anyway, bravo to the ones that are out there doing your thing. We appreciate all of you. You go out there, you work tirelessly, day in, day out, taking care of your kids, taking care of your responsibilities. Some of you guys never get Happy Father's Day cards or gifts or whatever.
I don't want that.
But some of them,
I don't want
do.
that.
Some of them do.
I already know you appreciate what I do for you. I already know that you do. I'm just simply doing what I'm supposed to do.
I'm not talking about
Okay,
you, Mo.
fine.
I'm talking to my listeners.
Fine then.
Oh my God.
Fine.
Some fathers want to be recognized. Some
Oh,
fathers
please.
want to be appreciated.
Please.
Some
They sound like Cam Newton.
some fathers want some props. So I'm giving it to you today.
What the
Thank
props get?
you.
Socks?
Thank you for doing all that you do to take care of your responsibilities. You know, because it's not a lot of people out there giving those props, giving that praise to good parents. Because being a parent is the hardest job out there in the world today. And Miss Janice said, to sum it up, take care of your kids. man,
Thank you, Miss
woman,
Janice.
parent,
Thank you.
whoever you are. Thank you, Miss
Thank you.
Janice.
You know what it is.
That's right.
Take care of them chaps. Y'all know what it is.
Some people hate that word, chaps.
Wow.
Oh,
That's
boy.
what it is. If
God,
especially if
David,
you're from
you
the
better
country.
not call his kids chaps.
Who?
He like,
Know what they are? Chaps.
some people don't like the word kids because they say that's donkey.
That's just ridiculous.
That's goats.
No, that's just ridiculous.
What is it? A kid is a donkey. A goat.
I don't know about all that.
It's a goat.
I don't know
A
about all
baby
that.
goat.
I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing about that. I don't know about no baby goats. I don't know about all of that.
Take care of your children.
Hey, listen, let me ask you this question before you go. Let me ask you this question. Okay. I know a young lady who says to me, Mo, look, and I just want to get your opinion on it. I want to get your Facebook people. She says, Mo, I'm having a difficult time taking care of my child. I need a little financial help. I'm willing to work for it, to get that help. And I said, okay, well, cool. Well, what kind of work can you do? She said, well, Mo, there are certain things that's understood. Okay? It's understood. And so I said to her, well, I don't really understand. I need you to be a little bit more specific. You know what I mean? So she said, well, Mo, you figure it out. But I'm willing to work, to help and for you to help take care of my kids. What y'all think I should have done?
I know where this is going.
I mean, what do you think I should have done, though? What do you think I should have done? What?
He's trying to set us up for
I'm
another discussion that we're not having today. I'm not going to get any kind of agreement.
I just want to know, listen, what would y'all have done? What would y'all have done if you would have gotten that proposition? What would you have done? Okay, the deal is that, she's willing to work. All she needs is a little assistance, okay? What would you all have done? I just want to know.
That's not the topic of the show.
Oh, okay. My bad, okay. Well, it's about deadbeat. Well,
Anyway.
but she's trying to take care of her kids.
Anyway, thank you guys for
She's trying
tuning
to take care
in
of kids.
to Steele Movin today. It's been a good show. I
She's trying to
appreciate
take.
all of you, checking it out. This guy got his cell phone on. I don't know what I'm gonna have to train him a little bit.
I apologize. I'm so sorry. That was loud too. Oh, my thing was loud. I'm sorry.
Shout out to all the parents out there. Love you guys. Thank you for doing what you do. Appreciate you for tuning in to us again today. And if you have any questions or comments, type me up. Hit me up on my website. Go and let me know what you think about the show. Let us know how you think we're doing. Isaiah said that was a prostitute proposition.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Prostitute? Okay. All right.
Let us know what you think
But
about
that's
the
a job.
show.
That's a job.
If you got a topic idea,
That's a job.
drop a note and let me hear about it. Go to Steele Movin, that's SteeleMovin.com. Hit me up on my chat board. And let us know what you think.
Mm-hmm.
We want to talk about it.
That's right.
If you want to sponsor the show, if you want to have an ad,
Let me help you out on that.
Based on the
Listen,
show.
what she's trying to say is, if y'all want to advertise on the show, you're more than welcome to do that. All you got to do is holler at us, send us an email, all right? Let us know that you want to advertise. And remember now, the first 5 that come aboard, we're going to actually execute that for you for free. That's what she's trying to say, right?
right.
Okay, good. Listen, we appreciate y'all joining us. Thank you so much. Y'all have a great day. God bless you. Want to say something else? Say
As
something else.
always,
You got to
keep
blow
on
your
moving,
nose. You
guys.
got to blow your nose. You got to
Keep
blow
on
your
moving,
nose.
guys.
You know what? You're going to have to blow your nose.
Good night.
No, I will holler.